What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated two-division world champion, superstar boxer, Olympic silver medalist, Shakur Stevenson, who is now 19 wins, no losses, no draws, 9 wins by way of knockout. He is 25 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. Shakur Stevenson, he fought last night against Olympic gold medalist, Brazilian star boxer in ROBSON Conceicao, and he dominated the fight against ROBSON Conceicao, right? And in dominating the fight, before that, leading up to the fight, Shakur Stevenson missed weight. He was the unified WBC WBO super featherweight world champion, 130 pounds. And he missed weight on the scale. He came in at 131.6, a pound and a half, a little more than a pound and a half over the, super featherweight limit, right? And so with that said, Shakur Stevenson immediately announced that he's going to be moving up to 135, the lightweight division, okay? The full lightweight division. And he's looking to fight the best, obviously, at that division, right? And immediately, a close friend of Shakur Stevenson got a trend going, in my opinion. And that's undefeated, lightweight, star on the verge of becoming a superstar boxer who fought on the undercard as the co-main event in Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis, he stated that now that Shakur Stevenson announced he's going to 135, don't start ducking, Mr. Undisputed, here we come. Referring to undefeated, undisputed lightweight world champion, superstar boxer, Devin the Dream Haney, who is 28 wins, no losses, no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout. He is 23 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. With that said, that got the trend going and the ball rolling for people to start saying that Devin Haney is going to avoid and duck Shakur Stevenson, right? They asking people what they think Devin Haney's going to do, and Devin Haney's going to move up to 140. Even Terrence Crawford feel like Devin Haney's going to move up to 140. Now, Terrence Crawford didn't say he's going to move up to 140 to avoid Shakur Stevenson, but he just feels like he's going to move up to 140 soon. Well, here's the thing. Devin Haney has been expressing that he's not comfortably making 135 anymore because he's just simply outgrowing the division. He is even bigger than Shakur Stevenson, but he's 2 years younger than Shakur Stevenson. So let that sink in, right? He's bigger than Shakur Stevenson, but he's younger than Shakur Stevenson. So he's growing at a more rapid rate than even Shakur Stevenson is. And Shakur Stevenson just missed weight, not because of discipline, not because of lack of focus. He missed weight because he's a growing young man. Naturally, he's coming into his man strength, and he's garnering and picking up a grown man muscle mass now as every day, especially when him working out. He can't avoid picking up that mass, that muscle mass. He can't avoid it. It's not water weight, it's not fat, it's just muscle mass. He's naturally a growing kid, period, right? And so this trend started to get rolling, man. It's starting to pick up steam. It's starting to pick up a lot of momentum. Devin Haney's going to avoid and duck Shakur Stevenson. That's not the case at all. And now, let me break it down to y'all. Shakur Stevenson is going to move up to 135 next fight. Yes, Devin Haney is with top-ranked legendary promoter, CEO Bob Arum, ESPN, and Top Rank. Same company Shakur Stevenson is with. So I can see how it looks like it's easy to be made. But they already have plans in place. Devin Haney is going to face off against former unified lightweight world champion, Australian star boxer George Campbell Jr. in a few weeks, October 15th. in a rematch of their first fight that took place June 4th in the States, June 5th in Australia. So he's going to rematch him. And then it's pretty much already set in stone that Lomachenko, two-time Olympic gold medalist, 3-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer Lomachenko, who has 16 wins, 2 losses, no draw, 11 wins by way of knockout. He is 5'6" with a 66-inch arm reach at 34 years of age. So Lomachenko is going to be in position to get an opportunity to fight for those titles. Period. Lomachenko was already in position to fight for those titles, but the unfortunate situation that took place between his country and another country, which saw him attend to that and be 10 toes down in supportive of that, and put the sport of boxing and his career on the back burner on hold, which gave Devin Haney the opportunity to fight Campbell because they was trying to fight Lomachenko. So Lomachenko, who's coming back now, he last fought in December against former IBF lightweight world champion in Richard Coleman. He beat him, and then he's been inactive, obviously. October 29th, Lomachenko is coming back. And Lomachenko, after October 29th, is going to be campaigning to get those titles. He is the darling of ESPN and Top Rank. And on top of that, he's 34 years of age. Time is not on his side. There's no way they're going to leapfrog Shakur Stevenson over Lomachenko and Lomachenko's opportunity to fight Devin Haney for those belts, when Lomachenko and Igor Clemens, his manager, have made it abundantly clear that's their objective. That was their whole objective when they went to 135 to begin with, was to attempt to become undisputed. That's a goal of Lomachenko's. He was the unified champion and he fell short against former unified lightweight world champion, superstar boxer Teofimo Lopez. So he fell short against Teofimo Lopez. You think almost a year layoff, right? 10 months out the ring, 34 years of age, and the darling in their eye, he's going to suddenly leapfrog Shakur Stevenson, and Shakur Stevenson suddenly going to leapfrog him and fight Devin Haney? No. And then on top of that, now you have to factor in this. Devin Haney doesn't have many fights left at 135. So he fights and beats Cambosis. He's already stated before this situation with Shakur Stevenson missing weight and announcing his move up in weight, before this even came about, Devin Haney told the world he may have 1 or 2 fights left at 135. Way before this, you understand? So he fights Lomachenko, Devin Haney is exiting stage left. He's going to 140. He is not going to fight at 135 anymore. Okay, and should he be victorious? Now, if this plays out in this manner, okay, now pay attention. Devin Haney beats Cambosis. He fights and beats Lomachenko. There won't be a rematch clause. And even if it is, it won't matter because he's going to vacate the belts and move up. So let's say Devin Haney outboxes Lomachenko, wins a decision, moves up, vacates the belt. Well, guess what's going to happen? Eventually, Lomachenko, if he wants to stay active, is going to campaign for one of those vacant belts, if not 2. And then they'll start to build up a fight possibly between Shakur and Lomachenko, because the WBO, World Boxing Organization, will give Shakur Stevenson the benefit of the doubt. They'll put him in a position to regain the WBO title. So whoever is in the WBO rankings at 135, along with Lomachenko, they'll be on the collision course to face off against each other. So Devin Haney is not avoiding Shakur Stevenson. They'll meet at 140. I think Devin Haney is going to have a good 2 to 3 years at 140 before he has to move up to 47. I think by the time Devin Haney is about 25, 26 years old, he'll be headed to 147, welterweight, full welterweight limit, right? But I think he has time at 140. Shakur Stevenson, I don't think is going to campaign at 135 very long. I think that the fact that Shakur Stevenson already struggled to make 130 tells you he's already a natural 135 pounder. And that means he's not going to have much time at 135 either. He's going to quickly outgrow 135. And Shakur Stevenson will quickly be at 140 very soon. And Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson will then be on the collision course to face off in a massive fight at 140. But as far as Devin Haney ducking and avoiding Shakur Stevenson, no. Okay, that's not the case. Neither is Shakur Stevenson ducking Devin Haney, or anybody for that matter. Now, people ask me, Blue, why do you say that Shakur and Gervonta Tank Davis, undefeated 3-division world champion, superstar boxer, who is 27 wins, no loss, no draw, 25 wins by way of knockout. He is 27 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Why do I feel like him and Shakur is a bigger percentage chance of coming to fruition? And because Tank Davis is going to be 28 years old in November, right? Tank Davis at 28 years old, if he's still able to make 135 pounds, then Tank Davis is never leaving the division. He don't never have to leave at 28, if he's still able to make 135 pounds comfortably, then he's a 35 pounder naturally, like Vasil Lomachenko is naturally a 30 pounder, right? And so that means that's a fight that's more realistic because of time. Time is on their side. Time is not on Devin Haney's side. Time is against Devin Haney, so he's going to be leaving. Time is on Gervonta Tank Davis' side and Shakur Stevenson's side, because Shakur is going to be there for a year or two at 135. So he's going to be available. You understand? And Tank, and the best two fighters in the division, in my opinion, is going to be Tank versus Shakur Stevenson. Now, the thing about this is, I know people are saying, well, why wouldn't they fight for one of the vacant belts? Because unless something drastically changes very soon, Gervonta Tank Davis has stated that he has no interest in the titles. So, therefore, that fight won't be ordered. It won't come to fruition. Not for a belt. So, therefore, I feel like Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Tank Davis is more realistic because of time. Time is on their side. Time is not on Devin Haney's side, period. So as far as Devin Haney avoiding Shakur Stevenson, no, he's not. Now, when it comes to Gervonta Tank Davis, you can speculate that. And the reason I say that is because he has time. He's a naturally 35 pounder. There's no reason for him not to fight Shakur Stevenson. Now, if you're talking about Devin Haney a year or two ago and having more time at 35, well, then that fight would be realistic. But at 23 and already bigger than Shakur, and already everybody sees and knows, it's no secret that he's struggling to make 135. Well, he's not struggling, but he's not comfortably making 135. He has a nutritionist, he has a team, and so he's making the weight, but he's not comfortable at making the weight anymore. It's just like unified welterweight world champion superstar boxer Earl the Truth Spence Jr. He's no longer comfortable making 147. He makes that abundantly clear that he can't wait to go to 54. Period. He's just not comfortable making 47 anymore. He's outgrown the division, and Devin has drastically outgrown the division. He's going to make it for Campbell. He's going to fulfill his obligation and his 3-fight deal with Top Rank and ESPN. And he's going to fulfill his obligation with Lomachenko, and then he's going to exit stage left. And another thing is, remember Devin Haney and his team, they stated that they didn't even know if they was going to make the weight for the rematch with Cambosis, and it was looking bleak to make the weight for Lomachenko. So therefore, he's not ducking Shakur Stevenson. Great performance by Shakur Stevenson yesterday against Robson Conceicao. I told y'all a boxing match was going to break out. I didn't see a knockdown or stoppage, because when you have the skills and the talent of Robson Conceicao, you're big at 5'10" with a 70+ inch arm reach. your Olympic gold medalist, amateur pedigree is very high. When you're the status of a guy like Robson Conceicao, and you have that skill set, you know how to survive, and that's what he did. He survived. That's why I told people Shakur wasn't going to stop him and knock him out and obliterate him, and a boxing match was going to break out, because simply he's just too skilled and talented to allow himself to get knocked out. He's not going to put himself in a position where he makes too many mistakes, and then if he does, he knows how to survive. He knows how to grapple, hold, tie up, and kill time. So that's exactly what happened. Because there was times I thought Shakur was getting ready to step on the gas and put him out his misery, but he learned how to survive. He grappled, he holed, he used the ring, and that's what happens. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.